All right, Vnetwork Radio listeners, you're in tune to the Vnetwork Radio. Bring your music anytime, anywhere, right here on the Vnetwork Radio. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a relative that we are on. All right. Today's special guest is Mr. Emmanuel Briggs, a national international recording artist from Winnipeg, Canada. He is here in the studio, and make sure you share this broadcast. And we're watching his video. All right. Hey, make sure you tell a friend, tell a neighbor we're on. You sure? Neighbor, we're on. All right, welcome to the Vnetwork Radio. All the way from Canada, Winnipeg, Canada.
Yes.
How are you today?
I am great, Pastor Donald. I am awesome. I'm honored to be on the Vnetwork Radio. I am blessed. Thank you.
Yes, all right. I'm going to bring you in closer. Yes. So glad to have you here on the Vnetwork Radio. And we've been playing your music here, right here in the United States. And just been, and going all over the world.
Love
and your music is just great.
Wow.
Wonderful.
I appreciate it. I am so glad.
Tell us about yourself and your career and as a music artist.
Definitely, definitely. So my name is Emmanuel Briggs. I am a Canadian-based international gospel artist. I
Mm-hmm.
love to sing about the love of God. I love to sing about God's grace.
Yes,
I consider myself a witness and someone who loves to see the people come to the realization of the full potential that God has put in them. I
yes,
consider myself an ambassador and someone who loves to share about the love, the true love that God has given us. I love to sing
yes.
about peace. I love to sing about joy. And I'm married to my beautiful wife. I have
Uh-huh.
two kids. And I'm originally from Africa, from Nigeria, from Lagos, from Port Harcourt. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's a bit about myself. I love to inspire people. I love to see people happy, and I love to see people inspired and prosper through the music that I produce.
Hmm.
That is my drive. Yes.
And tell us, who inspired you, to
Wow.
be who you are, and your artistry of music. Who inspired you?
That's a really good question. My inspiration is very, very, broad, very wide. I've grown up listening to the likes of Wen, listening to the gospel music, the gospel soul music from from all around the world. And
Right.
those sounds have been such a blessing. There's a band called Hillsong worship, Hillsong United, out of Australia, but all over the world. They've been ministering for 30 years or even more.
Hmm.
And their ministrations have been such a blessing, and have been imparted, by such ministrations. The likes of Planet Shakers. They're also an international, band. With what they produce, coming back, locally and indigenously to the African sound. People like Sinach, the one who sang Waymaker.
Hmm.
Those are people that have inspired me over the years. People like Natal Mabasi. It's such a blessing to have inspired by this group of people over the years. Yes.
Hmm. And tell us about your music project. And before I do that, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna bring up your CD cover,
Definitely.
and the song that we heard is "Close to You," which
Yeah.
is so popular here in the United States. And I'm telling you, it's wonderful. I just love that song because
Thank you.
it gives you that rhythm beat. It's like,
Uh
wow.
huh.
You
Uh huh.
start off kind of smooth and mellow, and
Right.
then you come off with a nice rhythm beat and something
Hmm.
that you can shake to. All
Yes.
right. And then
Yes.
also you have a project called Call.
Yeah.
Yes,
Call featuring
yes,
Prince
yes.
Emmanuel. Yes.
And I'm telling you, those are two projects that are awesome and so wonderful. Tell us
Definitely.
about your creative process in those
Right.
songs, and what
Mhm.
inspired you to write those songs.
Close to You was written in a time in the winter, in the middle of the winter. Um, I wouldn't lie to you. I felt, pretty
Mm-hmm.
alone. I felt like, I was in the middle of the desert,
Uh-huh.
with no one, and I felt like the only person that I wanted to be with was my father, was my God, my savior. And I sang that song as a love song to him, that I want to be close to him. I want
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel his embrace. It reminds me of the song that Wen sang. It says, I want to be where you are, dwelling
Yes.
in your presence. The truth is that we feel at home, most when we're in the presence of God. We feel at home most when there is there is that presence, that warmth, the warmth of the embrace of the supernatural, around us. And that was where I was in my life. I was, almost at the lowest point of my life, with no hope, no one else to look onto but God. And I said, God, you know what? you're the only one that I want to be close to. And I said, in your name, I can do anything. All things
Yeah.
are possible, So whenever I feel down, whenever I feel like things aren't working, things aren't going as I planned, I just play that song and it reminds me that in his name, I can do anything. All things are possible in his name. And I just wanted to shower my love on God. The song is almost 2 years, old. I remember,
Hmm.
my producer sent it to me, and I was recording it. I love to sing about love because love is the greatest. Love is, there is nothing that is greater than love. So I
That's
love
right.
to, connect. Love connects with people all around the world, regardless
Yeah.
of your race, your culture, your
Yeah.
religion, whatever.
God
So
is love. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, definitely. That is the that's the process. That's the inspiration behind that song, "Close to You." So recently, I shot the video for that song. For back in Africa, just last year, about 4 months, 5 months ago, and
Great
since
job.
then, yeah, no one would ever think that song is 2 year old. Over 2 years old.
Wow.
It's basically built a life of its own, and I look forward to that song blessing even more and more people all over
Yes.
the world. Yes.
And we have so many our fans out there listening. Want to thank all of our fans and
Thank
our
you.
V Network listeners that's out there.
Yeah.
We got another recording artist that's inspiring. Her name is Sandra Busby,
Wow.
and yeah, she's doing a lot in a gospel music industry, and we're looking to
That's
have her
beautiful.
come on to the V Network Radio, and we've been playing her music. Her music is
Wow.
going worldwide, also, just
Oh,
like
that's
your
beautiful.
music. And
Wow.
this is so great. Um,
Wow.
the recording process, you
Yes.
recorded, and then you went in to do a video.
Yes.
We have so many artists that's out there that's watching
Hmm.
this live. Tell
Hmm.
us what it was like for you to like go into the recording studio,
Right.
and then shooting the video
That was
in the
beautiful.
process.
Yes, that's a very good question. I mean, I remember that I had just finished work, on a cold winter night, and I just headed straight to the studio. My wife and my daughter wanted to come with me, so I took them along with me.
Hmm.
And the female voice on that song was actually my wife. Because I went to the studio, went into the booth. Um, and I started recording the song, and the song was coming out really, really, really lovely. When you're making food and the food is coming out really nicely, people want to
Right.
come join you,
Yeah.
So my wife said, you know what, I want to come record too. Even my daughter, I have a video of her, in the studio with me in the booth. So, they all came in, and that day I recorded, I think I recorded 2 songs or 3 songs.
Now was it planned for them to come in to record, or was
No,
it just like a sudden
it was sudden.
moment?
It was
Wow.
sudden. Yes,
Wow, and she did a wonderful job on the vocals.
Thank
I was
you,
like,
thank you.
amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
And see, that's how God works. We
yeah.
may think that the plan is going to go this way, and
Mhm.
God say the plan is going to go his way.
Oh yes, oh yes. There's always that element of surprise, and that
Uh-huh.
you never can tell. You never can put God in a box.
That's right.
Things happen, and look at 2020. Look at the whole COVID-19, and what happened over last year. God moved
Yes.
mightily in even with all that was happening around the world. The hand of God
Hmm.
was very strong. Even in 2021, we're in March already, the third month of the year. Great things are happening, marvelous things are happening. I think what we need to do as human beings is connect to the supernatural all the time, because
Hmm.
there is never scarcity of surprises. There's never scarcity of overflowing of blessings. When we connect to that. So it was beautiful. My wife came into the studio. Recorded, and the song is actually, it was like a 6-minute song. We didn't want to stop. We had to cut it short and just, it's beautiful when you're in the presence, in that moment, that Kairos moment, that presence of God. You never want to leave. You want to stay there
That's
forever.
right.
So yeah, and my daughter, in fact, there was a song, the second song I recorded, with Close to You, my daughter actually put her vocals on the song, so
Uh-huh.
it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have for God to bless me with a family, and for my family to be involved with my creative process and the music that I
Yes.
produce. Yeah.
And you got started singing with choirs, and tell us a little bit about that, and the different concerts that you've been doing.
Yeah.
And I was so surprised, when you been performing with thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Oh, yes.
What's that's like? What is that like?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, over the years, I grew up listening to music, on the streets of Lagos, in Nigeria, and I never knew these songs were getting into me and trying and building a future for me. I wake up in the morning, my parents would play songs, on the stereo set, and I would be listening to these songs and be inspired. So over the years, I started singing in the choir from quite young, and
Mhm.
I never knew I would do this professionally. So coming to Canada about over 8 years ago, and being part of different choirs, the choir at Gateway, International Church, being part of the choir at Emmanuel Fellowship Church, and just I never knew God was just building me and molding me, because I sang the tenor part as a choir member, but then I could also sing, you know, the treble part pretty well and the alto part pretty well.
All the
So
voices.
I remember when then began to lead, because I started singing as a backup singer, and then I started to lead. And there was just a power, there was a flow that would happen when I would sing. You feel like I was a different person. And then once I come back home, come back to my to out of that performance, that presence, it will be something really really supernatural. And I
Hmm.
listened to Beyonce, and Beyonce would talk about those sorts of experiences, and some other singers, Mariah Carey and other singers around the world. And I
Right.
knew that there is a power that flows with music and worship and gospel songs. So when I launched my career in 2018 with my first single called My Love, you know um ever since then it has been no looking back. It has been just go go go. It's been tough, it's been hard, because the truth is that there's a lot of people doing the music, right? There's a lot of people out there, but the truth is that you must know that all fingers are different. Your
That's
fingerprints
right.
are separate. Each person has his value to bring, and I'm hoping that as I've been blessed by a lot of artists out there, people would also be blessed by my music. Secondly,
Yes.
singing. Last year I had an event at Gateway International Church, with the Impact Mentors. There were over 800 to 1,000 people, in that
Wow.
yeah in that
That is so wonderful.
yeah, in that setting. And we're done rehearsals and rehearsals for that event. I have the event on my YouTube, Emmanuel Briggs. It's called Worship at Gateway. And that video, it's about I think a 9 minute or 10 minute video. It changed my life. It changed my perspective, because just ministering to hundreds and almost thousands of people, and seeing that response, that connection, it was divine. That moment, I can't
Yes.
replace it, honestly. And till date, I think that is my biggest moment. I wouldn't trade that moment for anything. That's why I said 2020, even with everything that was happening around the world, God was still moving. And that
That's
was
right.
an event that I would not forget for anything.
All right. Hey,
Yes.
we got so many fans out there. If you would like to give a shout out to Mr. Emmanuel Briggs, and he's international right here on the V Network Radio, and
Yay.
you can just type it into the chat line, and I'm monitoring the chat line. Also, if you want to just give us a call here at the studio, the telephone number is 860-461-7577. You can go out and give us a call, and you want to encourage Mr. Briggs. The telephone number is on the screen, 860 461-7577. Even if you're watching this broadcast after, make sure that you give us a call here at the studio, 860-461-7577. That's right. Get your cell phones out and give us a call. And don't forget to share
Yeah.
this broadcast. Share it, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'll keep the phone number, the phone lines up. Also, once again, you can type your comments in the chat. We'll definitely answer any questions that you may have in the gospel music industry. Tell us a little bit about it says be blessed in the Lord, remain humble, and only walking in his will. And
Mm.
yes, that's what one of our be blessed in the Lord, remain humble, and only walking in his will. And
Wow.
let's talk about that. All right.
Mm.
I
Mm.
give you the opportunity to talk about that.
Definitely. Well, honestly, it's the truth is that our purpose on earth is that we're blessed to be a blessing. God has blessed us with several talents, several gifts. Like you, Pastor Donald, you're blessed with this radio network, and it's doing massive things all over the world.
Mhm.
We've been blessed with several gifts. You might have one talent, you might have five, you might have two. No matter how many talents you have, you need to go out there and trade with it. You've been blessed with a talent so you can also bless others. So I think that is a very strong statement. That's a very strong admonition. As human beings, as people of value, we must know that we've been blessed so that we can be blessings to our world out there. And every day
Mhm.
we wake up, we must think of ways to inspire people, to encourage people, to motivate people, because we never know where they are, what point they are in their life. So it's necessary that as we are blessed, whatever blessing God has given to you, go out there, share it. Go out there, let your voice not die with you. Let your voice come out there. Look at people like Martin Luther King, right? These people
Mhm.
were blessed, and they didn't hide their talents, they didn't hide their blessings. They put their blessing out there, and their blessing is speaking till today. So the question is, Pastor Donald, to people all around the world, what would we remember you for 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now? Would we say, oh, you know what? This person blessed us with his talent, and we're still
Mhm.
enjoying the things this person did. I know Vnetwork, we would still be talking about Vnetwork 50 years from now, 20 years
That's
from now.
right.
Like, Vnetwork is a blessing and will continue to be a blessing. So I think
Yes.
that's our essence in life. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So, it's a tough time for to be a musician right now, but
Yes.
music is also one of the things that is getting us through.
Mm.
With that said, what is something you are most excited about right now?
Mm. Right now, I'm excited about connecting with people like you, Pastor Donald. Yeah, I'm excited about connecting with musicians all over the world. Just
Mm-hmm.
this year, 2021, I stepped in, with probably, few people that I was able to connect with over 2020. And it encouraged me. I said, you know what, 2021, I want to go further. And Pastor Donald, I won't lie to you. I've been connected to almost 10 times the number of gospel artists just in 2021 in three
Wow.
months than I have been connected to in the past 3 years, or even
Wow.
more. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's been a blessing. That's something I'm excited about. During these times around the world, in tough times like this, people are more connected. People
Yes.
are more connected. Like, look at, I'm in the comfort of my home. You're in your own comfort too, and we're
Yes.
connected with each other. And there's thousands of people watching this video right now, and they're
That's right.
connected with us. And there is such a fire. There is such a power. There's such a unspeakable love. It's unspeakable joy that comes in when people connect together. There's a blessing on that. So I think that is something I'm so excited about. On my WhatsApp, on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on my Snapchat. To be able to connect with people, speak with people. You know, from all over the world. From the other day, I
Mm-hmm.
was connected with Mary T. Melody from Spain. The other day I was, connected from Jamaica. I was connected to the
Wow.
US. It's
Uh-huh.
it's such a blessing. South Africa, everywhere around the
Yes.
world. It is something I'm so excited about, and I pray that we can continue this connection because you
Yes.
know every all of us are family. The world is one race. The world is
Mm-hmm.
people. So if we can all come together and build a better world, those people that are down, if you're up, you pull those who are down. If you're down, reach out to those people who are up, and
Mm-hmm.
all encourage each other. We all motivate. We grow stronger and stronger every day. That is something
Yeah.
I'm really excited
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. And so, you know, how do you feel? I know you mentioned about the internet. The internet is is helping a lot of artists. And how do you? What are your takes on that? And how because some artists say, "Oh, I'm not too about the internet," and
Yeah,
COVID has hit. And now they're running to internet and
honestly,
social media.
yeah.
So how has that helped you in your career?
Oh wow, technology has been such a blessing. The internet is, it's just something that it's making the seed of the gospel, the message we're sending, you know,
Hmm.
making it spread faster. It's like a whirlwind. Like
Hmm.
you can create something right now, and you can put it out right now. You don't have to wait months for a process or something to
Right,
put out your music. It's more efficient, it's more effective.
right.
People can literally be on their beds and just wake up and be like, oh, you know what, I'm thinking about Pastor Donald. How is Pastor Donald doing? I don't have to drive miles to come meet you.
Yeah.
I just connect with you and be like, hey, Pastor Donald, here's my music. Have you listened to it? Oh, here you go. Send you an email. Oh, take a look. It's so beautiful.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. And I think, we should we should thank God that we're living in these times, you know,
Hmm.
because the truth is that the world is much more blessed now than we can ever think. I know there are disadvantages, and there are things that are happening, and those will always be there. But we must always set our minds on the positive. How can we make it better? How
That's
can
right.
we continue to share? Because the truth is, I wake up every day and I want to flood the internet with positive news. you know I want to, with my music, with my message, with inspiration, I want people to feed on something good every day. You understand? There's a lot of bad news out there. There's a lot of negative stuff out there. I want
Hmm.
people to connect to the right stuff on a daily basis, and also share the right stuff on a daily basis, so that people can be encouraged, can be motivated to reach their full potential. There's a lot of suicide out there. There's a lot of drug use out there. There's a lot of depression out there. There's a lot of
Yes.
pain out there. There's suffering out there. So the internet right now is literally the only source of hope we have out there. If we can share the right message out there, if we can connect with the right people, we can hold each other's hands to the internet, and
Hmm.
be one family and grow together. That would be a
Yes.
blessing. Yeah.
Yes. And what is some of the best advice that you've been given into the music industry?
Oh, that's a lovely question. One of the best advice that I've been given. I shared it the other day speaking with Mary T. Melody, from Spain, and I said that you know, be yourself. Be yourself. Be original. Um, we as humans, we're mere humans. It's only the grace of God and the supernatural that makes us, you know, you know, be perfect, that makes us look flawless. But we as humans, we're mere flesh. We're mere flesh and blood, and we must know that unless we accept ourselves the way we are, flaws and all, the way God accepts us, we would not be fruitful. We would not
Right.
multiply. We would not, be people of substance. We must
Hmm.
accept the fact, accept yourself the way you are. I was saying the other day, I said, if your face is somehow, love it that way. If you're blind, love it that way. If you're, no matter where you are, no matter how you are, at wherever you are, accept yourself, because that's the only way we can progress together.
That's
Be
right.
yourself, be original. For example, I said, you know what, I'm coming on Pastor Donald's show today on the Vnetwork Radio. What do I wear? How do I come out? I said, you know what, I'll go back to my African, culture, and
Yes.
come out with some traditional, wear, like I did today. And I want to be original. I want to, be pure. I want people to connect to my heart and see why I do what I do.
Yes.
So I think that is one of the best advice that I've been given. Be original, be yourself. People might not accept you, right now, but eventually they would respect you, and they would
Mhm.
say, you know what? Um, he or she is being herself. He or she
Mhm.
is being her true self, and they're being original, and that is what the world would consume, your originality. Yeah.
And seeing that you're a young man, and how is education so important for our young youth who are going to school to get a good education?
Oh,
I don't know what field that you're in, but
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, tell us a little bit about that, and
Yeah. So I
you
came,
know, and your
yeah, I came.
career goals.
Definitely. I came to Canada to study. I studied economics with a minor in business management at the University of Manitoba. So I finished my university education, almost 6 years ago, and education is really, is an addition, you know, and education not just in the four walls of an institution, but education, self-education, self-development on a daily basis. you know
Hmm.
you have to look at yourself yesterday and say, oh, I have grown. This is what I've learned. This is what I've added to my knowledge. This is the wisdom, extra wisdom that I have fed myself with. Because on a daily basis, education is very essential. I finished from the university, a while ago, and I've worked in several fields, from marketing to non-for-profit organizations to insurance to banking and the rest of them. The truth is that, you know except you build yourself, you know
Right.
no one would see value in you except you see value in yourself. You have to find yourself valuable enough to find knowledge, find yourself
Hmm.
valuable enough to find wisdom. Go purchase it, buy wisdom. I know times where I will buy books and books and read and read. I will be on YouTube doing research, be on the internet, just researching and feeding myself with knowledge. Because the truth is that, you only rise by the knowledge and by the wisdom that you have, that you possess. If you don't buy wisdom, if you don't invest in wisdom right now, you would only end up looking at people that are up there and say, oh my, how I wish I can be like that. But if you buy wisdom, if you invest in wisdom, you would be up there raising people from all over the world. You'll be up there impacting lives,
Hmm.
reaching your full potential. Because the truth is that, I want to die empty. I want to die knowing that I gave all I could give, knowing that
Hmm.
I became all I could become. And without education, how can I? So education is very important.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
And you all have, we're talking to Mr. Emmanuel Briggs, and he's national and international recording artist from Winnipeg, Canada. And he's here talking on his new projects. And I want everyone to go out to the sites to go get your music. And one of the
Yay.
famous song is "Close to You," who's
Yes.
is taking the world by storm, and also one of the new projects, Call. And you want to make
Yay.
sure you go out and get these projects
Yeah,
while they're available. Tell us, how can the listeners get your music? How
definitely.
can they purchase your music?
Yes. So my website is bricksemmanuelmusic.com. It's a brand new website. My wife just made it for me,
All right.
and it is lovely. I have your picture on there, Pastor
Oh,
Donald. Brendan. Yes,
okay.
I have this whole interview on there. So
Wonderful.
my
Thank
music is
you.
also there. You're welcome. My music is also on there. Go check out my website. Also check out allbase.com. Allbase is an international music blog. They have some really beautiful music. They have my music featured on there too. Go check that out. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. Emmanuel Briggs. Google me, and you would find all my resources, all the music that I've done. I've done quite a number of songs, and Close to You is just one of my the fruits of the blessing of God on my life. And
Right.
I'm happy to share with people on YouTube. I have over 1,000 people connected to me, sharing with my journey. On Instagram, I have over 10,000 people connected with me, sharing
Wow.
my journey. Yeah. On Facebook, I have over 5,000 people connecting with me, sharing on a daily basis. I'm never tired of them, and I know they're never tired of me too.
Yeah.
you know,
All right.
so let's connect Spotify. Let's all just enjoy each other. Send me messages. I'm happy to respond to you. I'm happy to reply if you're feeling down, if you have some questions or anything. Let's connect with each other.
All
I love connecting with people. What can you do in this world
right.
without people? I love it.
That's right. All
Yes.
right, wonderful, wonderful. Hey,
Yeah.
want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview. And
Thank
when you
you.
write that book, we
Yeah.
would like to have V Network Radio in there.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, about your music career and your life
Definitely.
story. I tell you, is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'd love to, yeah, see that book coming.
Definitely. Oh
Or
yes. Vnetwork is definitely a big part of my story. And
all right,
this is my first show interview in March.
okay,
So I would definitely remember this day in March
yes.
2021. I had a beautiful beautiful time, and you know what, my wedding anniversary is basically today. This
Oh,
today is,
happy
yes.
anniversary.
Thank
Yes.
you, thank you.
All right.
My wife and I had, we had a court wedding today. We had our traditional wedding, the next day, and we had a white wedding, on the 5th of March. So from the 3rd to the 5th of March is so, so special. So V
All
Network
right.
has just tapped into the most special, my marital
All
bliss.
right.
V Network has been a part of it, and I love it. I'm grateful. You saw my daughter, before the interview. You also
Yes.
saw my wife, and
Wonderful.
I feel part of the family, already, and I'm so blessed, to anytime I'm in the US, I would come disturb Pastor Dono.
Yes, we'd love to have you. Um,
Definitely.
Also, we have Minister Daniel. I'll
Yes.
go. And we
Yes.
want to take a opportunity to thank him because,
Definitely.
he always is inspiring and
Oh,
always pushing artists,
oh,
pushing the ministry,
he's a blessing.
especially the HOD Radio World
Network.
Network. And
Yeah.
it's great.
Mm,
And that airs in Nigeria. And
yes.
so I met him, and then I do a broadcast on the HOD,
Yes.
also
Yes.
internationally, going
Mm.
all over the world.
Oh,
And
yeah.
want to thank Minister Daniel so much. Thank you so
Mm.
much. God bless you, Minister
Thank
Daniel.
you. Thank you, sir.
If you're watching, if
Thank
you
you.
hear the broadcast, I know it's about 1 o'clock there in Africa,
Yes.
and
Oh,
but
yes.
when he wakes up, I know he'll be
Yeah.
tuning in.
He's
Uh,
a blessing.
or if he's out there already. But we wanted to say thank you, and you wanted to say some words also.
Honestly, Minister Daniel is he's God sent. He's God sent, and I would do. He's a brother to me. I would do anything for him because he has shown true love. He has shown true love to not just myself, but a whole lot of artists and gospel minded media
Mm-hmm.
people all over the world, all over the world. Mr. Daniel hardly sleeps. I just called him just before we went on the show,
Right.
and it's like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. in Africa, and he's awake. He's ready to
Yes.
serve our generation. And one thing I'm sure of, HOD Radio Network, House of Daniel Radio Network, is a journey just started. It's 2021. They've been doing great things all over the world, internationally for years. 2021, I told him we're gonna break boundaries together. V Network Radio, HOD Radio, the world should get ready. In fact, I'm gonna share this all over on my Instagram, everywhere, and I'm gonna let people know the great work that this platforms are doing.
Yes.
Because people need to be connected to this platform. They need to
That's
know
right.
that, there is still good things happening in the world in times like this. And God bless you, Mr. Daniel. God bless you, Pastor Donald. It's funny how you guys' name starts with D, eh? There's something about
Yes.
D.
Hey, and and just as we speak, Minister Daniel is out there.
Yeah.
He's out on the live feed. Thank you so much.
Oh, God
Um,
bless you.
yeah,
God bless you.
and he's always there, and I'm
Yes.
always sending him messages early in the mornings, and he always answers my texts, and so I want to thank him for that
He's a
so
blessing.
greatly.
He's a blessing.
I'm going to give you some last words that
Yes.
you would like to say.
Yes.
Hmm.
No, definitely. I just want to, I live to encourage, I live to inspire, I live to motivate because I've been down.
Hmm.
I have seen tough times. I have seen, pain. I have seen suffering. I've seen challenges of several kinds. God has been good over the years. So I want to tell people, and I want to let people know, wherever they are right now, whatever phase, whatever point you are in your life, just know that God is with you. I think that's why my parents gave me the name Emmanuel, God with
Hmm.
us. God is with you. God is close to you. All you need to do is just say, Lord, I need you. Lord, I receive you. Lord, I want you. Help me, Lord. And He will hear your prayer. Trust me, He will hear your prayer. There's nothing you're going through right now that is bigger than the power of God. And I'm not just saying this because it's a cliche. I'm saying this because I have tasted, I have experienced, I have seen God move at the last minute. I've seen God change things around. So even with what is happening around the world, we must know that there is a purpose. There is a divine purpose. God has a plan. And except we connect to that plan, the plan would be delayed. The plan might not even come to pass. So, what you need to do right now is connect to God's plan for your life. Connect to God's plan for your life so that this world can be a better place and so that we can all live in peace, live in love, live in joy. There's great things coming. March throughout 2021, remaining the rest of the 9 or 10 months, there's great things coming. Stay encouraged, stay inspired, stay motivated, and watch God come for you. God bless you. Thank you,
All
sir.
right, all right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yes, sir.
We're looking forward to continue to add your to have your music spin in heavy rotation
Oh,
right
God
here.
bless you. God bless you.
so so
Yes.
definitely thank you so much.
We could end the show
Um
with a song close to you.
yes, okay, all right. I tell you what, we'll go to the video. All right, we'll go
Okay,
to the
yes.
video and
Yes.
see if we can get that pulled up.
Perfect.
Yeah, and all right, see if we can share that video once again. Close to you. I want to
Oh,
share this
love it.
video.
Love
Give
it.
me a second here, and all right, here we go. I want to share. All right, here we go.
Wow.
All right, there we go. All right.
Hey! Glory, glory. Oops.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank
Every
you.
time, okay?
Yes,
God
sir.
bless.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. All right, you all heard it right here on the V Network Radio. Mr. Emmanuel Briggs. Hey, don't forget, we got a new program coming up. V Network Radio presents Just What the Doctor Ordered every Wednesday, right on the V Network Radio. And you can go to our live stream, live365.com or vnetworkradio.com and get your praise break, get your praise on right here on the V Network Radio, and it airs every Wednesday, starting every Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. starting on the 10th. And so you want to make sure you tune in to the V Network Radio every single Wednesday. And also happening is Praise Factor Awards has just started voting. So if you would like to vote for this platform, Music Entertainment Industry Talk, also HOD, and also the True Vine Church of Christ with yours truly, Pastor D.E. Paget. Vote for the Praise Factor Awards. And you can go out to www.praisefactorawards.com and you can go out and vote for me. Yes, and go out and vote for all of the music entertainment industry talk right on the V Network Radio. And we're so honored to be a part of the Praise Factor Awards this year. All right. And don't forget, we have another artist, solo artist, Larry Hill, who's being nominated in 4 categories all across the world. 4 categories all across the world. And he's been nominated for Artist of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, New Artist of the Year, Male Vocalist Traditional of the Year. So go out and vote for him out there. And then that's the S&M Indie Gospel Music Awards. So not only V Network Radio is being honored, and yours truly, we have artists all over the world that's being honored in award ceremony. We have so many, and you could just go on our page and see all of the artists and the music that we provide. And we just want to show you some of the artists and some of the gospel groups and choirs that we air on the V Network Radio. And we want to thank Donovan Adams at Four Cloud Records for all of his artists, and also artists from Overboard Records and Rough Boys Records LLC. And we want to thank them for their generous support. Hey, if you would like to be a blessing to the V Network Radio, you can always Cash App us. Cash App at $V Network Radio. Cash App $V Network Radio. You would like to bless us with a love offering. We love to, so that we can continue bringing to you the good gospel music from all over the world. And guess what? We're not just 1 hour, not just 2 hours like we used to be about 2 years ago, but we're 24-hour gospel. Yes, 24-hour gospel. You can get us on your cell phone. You get us on the internet 24 hours a day, non-stop gospel music. And I'm telling you, and we have our different programs during the week and the weekend. So you want to make sure you tune in to the V Network Radio. And also just want to say to you, if you would like to have a shirt, we got the shirts. Get your praise on shirts, t-shirts. Get your praise on t-shirts available. And you could just send us a generous offering, $20. And then we can get that out to you immediately. Inbox me your size. We have a variety of colors. And so you want to make sure you get your t-shirts, and don't forget, men out there, get your praise on hoodie. All right. And take the V Network Radio with you everywhere you go. And ladies, we got your V Network Radio hoodie also. So you can go out there and purchase our hoodie and just inbox me. And those of you that are on, and if you are watching this broadcast, and if you know the artist name that we just had from Canada, if you know the artist name, I'm going to send you a free t-shirt. All right. And I'm going to send you this Get Your Praise On t-shirt. All right. Free. So give me the name, inbox me, and give me the name of the artist and your name. And I'm going to give you a free t-shirt. All right. Yes, free t-shirt. And the second person that inboxed me, I got some gospel music for you. All right. I got some gospel CDs for you. So make sure you just continue to tune in to the V Network Radio, and don't forget to inbox me to get your free shirt. All right. Your free shirt, and let us know who's the artist that was just on with us a few minutes ago. And also, where is he from? All right. Where is he from? All right. And you have to rebroadcast and replay after the show. you can do that and then inbox me. All right. All right. See you all next this coming week, this coming Friday, and we'll be back on, and also next week, next Wednesday. So tune in every week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, as we bring to you good artists, surprises. Don't forget, if you want to get your praise on shirt, inbox me. All right. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time right here on the V Network Radio. And God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.